Greetings, people. Happy Tuesday. Rich Rady here with my good looking, doesn't look stressed out at all, co host, partner in crime, Mr. Jeff Bosey. What's up, Bose?
How you doing, beautiful?
How you
Holy
doing?
sh!
You look like this couple behind me. A little, only you look like both of them together. Like if you could put them together, you would look like that. So, hey,
Well, he
Bose,
has better
before we
hair than
get
I do.
before we get started, real quick, folks, we wanted to tell you real quickly about govsradio.com, which we are on govsradio.com, but we are only a small piece of govsradio.com. Feel free to go on govsradio.com and check out all these great shows every day of the week. A lot of cool stuff. Got a new show on Fridays. Our buddy Tim Saliani and Carla Okerson and a couple other co-hosts doing films on tap. 9 o'clock, Bose.
Yes.
Yes, 9 o'clock. Thursday nights you catch Graz and Limo Talk with Bobby and Richie and who else is on there with them? Mike O'Toole, and you get
Rich,
Graz.
Rich.
Also
Oh,
today's
wait. You have that other guy who has a very famous website, along with GothamGoldCondoms.com.
oh
I think it's Rich Zarelli takes it from behind with Graz.com.
oh that's a long one. So just abbreviate it and just put Graz, and it'll probably comes up. It's probably a link. Today is the last day for Long Island voting for Best of Long Island. So go in, govsradio.com. You can vote for Govs Radio as the best station. Don't judge Govs Radio by this show, but, be fair, be impartial. Limo Talk with Graz up for Best Podcast. You can go in and vote for them. Today's the last day. Our buddy Rich Walker's up for Best Long Island Comedian, as
I
well as Nigel
I
Fullerton.
I got to
And,
chime in.
yeah, go
I got to
ahead.
chime in once again.
I'm not done.
I know you're not done, but I heard early poll results for the best comic of Long Island, and it's almost a tie with Monica Toller and Frank Prince. Weird on how they
They,
like in a tie.
when did they die? 2017 or 2016?
Pretty much around the same time. Yeah, it's
Wow.
weird. I don't know how that happened, but they're
It's
getting
like
votes.
It's like the voting in Georgia. We don't know. We have no idea. But anyway, folks, every day, every night, something great on govsradio.com. Go in and vote for your Long Island personality, Sally O'Neill, Tony Walker, who also do Knock 'em Dead Comedy Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mornings. You got Monday night, you got Steve Show. Tuesday night, you got us. Wednesday night, you got our buddy Don Sill and Benny Rizzuti doing Pazuzu. Who am I missing? We got Tom Galati. We got everybody. We got Zenkuda. We have who am I missing? Chef Felix.
Yep, Chef
Everybody.
Felix. Yeah.
Anyway, go in, check it out. Check out Domestic Disturbance on After Us. And like I said, Friday's new show, Tim Saliani, Carla Okerson, Films on Tap. Really funny, really good, really insightful if you like films from, I don't know shit about shit, but they're good. So anyway, last thing, teespring.com, T-E-E, spring.com. Check it out, folks. Still a little bit of time before Christmas. Go in, hit the browse button, go down there, type in No Rhyme, No Reason. You get yourself a nice Jeff Bosey towel, t-shirt, mug, mask, whatever you want. You don't like this show? No problem. We're not proud. Go in and type in a different show. You can find all cool stuff for all the other shows. It's teespring.com. All right, Bose. How are you, buddy?
Great. How are you, Rich?
I'm doing okay. We always like to get that shit out of the way first. I'm sorry, those promos first out of the way.
Yes.
And Bose, I put this picture of this couple behind us because I feel it best exemplifies the look on the faces of these people who have been homeschooling their kids. Because if you notice on social media lately, it's funny. Everything in this country, man, is 50-50. Every single thing. I vote Trump. I don't vote Trump. You this, you're that. You're this, you're that. Oh, homeschooling. Oh, teachers suck. Teachers are great. This and that. Let me tell you something. Everyone's picking on the wrong people here. It's not, to me, you're picking on teachers. You're crazy. This is what a couple looks like when they homeschool. Why? Because that job sucks.
This just in. De Blasio, that guy. He
I never
went
heard of him.
ahead. Never heard of him? Weird. Not a lot of people have. They don't really care to know of him. But
Really?
nevertheless, he did say Thursday when there's a major snowstorm impacting the great city of New York. Yeah, that moron. no matter what, kids have to go to school via plugging in, looking at a screen. There's no more snow days. He has literally sucked the life out of New Yorkers, and now he's sucking the fun out of children. This man sucks more than a $2 whore in the back alley of Hunts Point. Okay, I mean, this guy is.
I have many questions for you now. One is how we could get back to the $2 whore in Hunts Point in a second, because I will not forget this that you brought that up. But I'm very optimistic that you will see COVID disappear in the city before you see the snowfall disappear in the city with this idiot in charge. I mean, the only thing he's handled worse than the coronavirus is probably when he did snow removal a couple of years ago. It was a complete shit show. I mean, I don't even understand. I'll tell you who the smartest person or the best salesman in the country is the guy that went up to him about 2 years ago and said, "You should run for president. I think you got a shot."
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah. So
Please.
he's a putz, but anyway, I think that the homeschooling people.
Yes.
I think Bose. Here's the best way I can explain it. Your son is getting homeschooled, correct, for a while?
Yes, he was and still is.
Okay. So the way I look at it is, look, I never make fun of teachers because, first of all, I'm not capable of doing it myself. And any adult who's tried to do third grade or above math has realized the absolute ineptitude of their skills. They just cannot do it. We've thrown in that word new math as if they changed the numbers and then people can't do it, right? Like, because 5 plus 4 got different after you and I got out of school, right? Well, you got out of school. Did you? We're far apart in age, but we might have got out the same year. I'm not sure. But
pretty much.
Listen, it wasn't easy, but we got out.
Listen, do you know how many hand jobs I had to give out in high school in order to get, become super senior and then get that, hey, listen, I can say this at least. Listen, a lot of people, they went for those GEDs, good enough diplomas.
Yeah.
But I stood all 6 years, even though it's only supposed to be 4. But I stood 6 years to get that diploma. I was determined not to be, whatever I would be labeled later on in life. Oh, speaking of teachers, you say you can't make fun of teachers. And listen, since I've gotten this far in fame, but still, I can sit there now and I can publicly tell everybody. I had a third grade teacher. Her name is Mrs. Linsky. I remember the name. She was old back then, so I'm hoping she's dead by now.
Jesus.
Screw you, Miss Linsky. Whenever you thought I was going to amount to nothing, now I've only amounted to nothing, but with a little bit of fame. Just a little bit. Just enough to sit there and say publicly, screw you, and I'm glad you possibly are dead. But anyway, back to you, Rich.
Anyway, people are telling me that only you are on the screen, which is a good thing. I only see half of me on there, but on my screen, here I am. I'm right next to you. Look, in the box like always, but
oh yeah, no,
yeah,
things. Yeah, you got to move it over, or you're big, or am I too big? Is it?
Don't
me?
know what's
don't
happening here. I'm trying, but it's anyway, whatever. So, Bose, my point was that people were so, people talk such nonsense about, well, I moved it over. I don't know why it's so.
Well, we'll see in a minute, today. But go ahead.
But 3 days after homeschooling started, so did the 8 o'clock shot club on Facebook.
You noticed that?
Coincidence? I don't think so. These people couldn't take care of their own kids at home for 3 freaking days without becoming full-blown alcoholics. Look, think about this. The only benefit of teachers not having to have a lot of in-class stuff right now is every teacher we know is probably going, oh, thank God. I didn't get 8 more shitty coffee mugs and 9 candles and Dunkin' Donut gift cards for all my hard work this year. But, whatever. I just think it's very misguided to be picking on them. Everyone who's homeschooling their kid realizes how tough it is. I know you're not teaching your kid, so he has a shot at.
No.
Right.
Now, listen, I went ahead and I actually did something like what most fathers do. They go ahead, they take their son, they take him to the park, and not forget him this time. Not forget him this time. But take him to a park and let him do the traditional thing like boys like to do. Like run a million miles away from me because I'm out of shape. I couldn't listen. When I was in my 20s, I could run like God knows how far, how fast. Now it's like, can you please wait? The wheelchair isn't catching up to you. So I let him go ahead and I let him run through the leaves, and he was having a ball, like if someone just gave him like a bag full of gold. And then he goes ahead and he tells mom, "Oh, mom, I had such a great time and I ran through leaves and everything." I get the whole, he also told me you didn't sanitize his hands when you got back in the car. Screw you! Come on! We didn't have sanitizer when I was a kid.
Well,
None of that bullshit. Let him run around. I don't, it's not like I'm letting him like play with like hypodermic needles and like, like doing a bump off of a bum's ass. I'm letting him run through leaves. Calm the hell down.
So anyway, so far what I've gotten out of this, this 10 minutes on the air is you frequented $2 hookers in Hunts Point and you've done bumps off of a bum's ass.
Listen, there's no photographic proof of it, but still.
So, Bose.
The vaccine!
Listen, it's out. It's
vaccine!
out. Are you on the list?
Vaccine! No, they didn't even, dude, I can't get on any list. I can't catch the COVID. They won't give me the vaccine. They want me to go and perish and die. They don't want anything to do with me.
Well, I mean, it could be addition by subtraction, but I don't want to jump too far ahead. I think you'll be okay. Did you tell them you're essential? Because
I did tell them I was essential, and they still said an essential piece of garbage. That's all they said. It was really weird.
Well, maybe they asked family members and your employer, and they said, no.
He's a mutant.
So, Bose, if the vaccine was offered to you tomorrow, would you take it?
You raise a mighty fine, hard question there, good sir. Mighty hard question. I'll say this.
It's a yes or no.
Wait, hold on. It's not a yes or no.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a yes or no question.
No, it's not a yes or no question.
All right, let me rephrase it. Would you yes, take the vaccine if it was offered tomorrow, or no, not take the vaccine if it was offered to you tomorrow? It's a yes or no question.
Okay.
I'm almost certain.
No if it was offered. Yes if it was required. Aha. Now, see what I did there?
So if it's not required, you don't feel it's necessary.
Like I said, once again, how long has this been going on? 10 months? About 10 months?
That we know of. Right.
10 months. And I've been out and about. I hung out with the COVID twins or the COVID trio a few times already. I'm pretty sure I might have bumped into someone who had it. But still. Sorry.
So it sounds like you think you have a super immune system and you don't need it.
I'm going to lean towards that because you want to know why? Once again, we lean back to I didn't sanitize when I was a kid. Listen, if there
Did you drink water from the hose?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so you're good. I feel you're good too.
Okay, right? Listen. If I dared, okay, like my father would go ahead and we were out someplace, and if I dropped a sandwich on the floor, he would look at me and go, "Pick that back up."
10-second rule.
Pick it back up.
Right.
Listen, he was like, listen, just brush off like the first couple of inches. It's a little crunchy at first, but it'll all go down and come out the same way.
It's a little crunchy at first.
That was about it. There was no like. Listen,
I like this guy. I like him already.
Listen, you know what sanitizer was when I was growing up? It was my grandmother like taking like one of her like her handkerchiefs.
Little spittle. Yeah.
Right there. And it's like, and then for the rest of the day, you have your grandmother's slobber all over your face because she wiped you off. And that was the cleaning tools back in the like late 70s, early 80s. Okay. Those were the cleaning tools and the sanitizer back then. Okay. Yeah. I've gone ahead. I've cut myself open. I didn't run home and go,
because you know why? You know why? Because no matter how you cut yourself when you were a kid, every time, no matter what happened when you came home, your parents would look at it, and the only thing they would do is pour peroxide on it or that Mercurochrome shit, right? and then wrap it up and tell you to go back out, right? So you might as well just, if the limb wasn't hanging off, you just stayed out. It wasn't so bad.
Pretty much.
So Bose, so your answer is if it's required, yes. If it's not required, you're going to take a pass.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, fair enough. So,
wait a minute. I posed the question back to you, good sir.
Which was what?
Which is, if it was offered tomorrow, would you take the vaccine, Mister?
Yeah, well,
I want to talk about vaccines.
Let me tell you why I will. Okay, for two reasons.
Yeah.
One is,
wait, you're in that senior group.
Sure. Okay, I'll buy that. Also because I feel, with a mom in the nursing home, I feel like I'm never going to get back in to see her if I don't, because they'll probably have a restriction on that. And two, being in financial services for close to 30 years, if it gets the economy rolling again or whatever it is, I don't care if it's whatever it's got to be done to get the small businesses back open, entertainment world, hospitality, all that shit going, I'll take it. I mean, listen, you've been poked in the ass for less, right?
I cannot confirm nor deny these statements.
Just blink if I'm right. All right, there you go. So the long and the short of it, that's it. I don't want to belabor the point, but Bose, this is a topic right now that I feel you and I should cover for about a minute. You ready? Let me ask you a question. How many times? How many times? I mean, I don't even know how long ago this election was, but I'm sick of it already. I mean, how many times are you going to lose the same fucking election? Can we just move on already? We're already closer to the next election. Let's go. Let's get on with this thing.
Already. I have to ask a question. Listen, we'll talk about this, good man. But is there another picture of the lovely lady that I mentioned earlier to you today? Do you have that as part of one of the topics? Do you have her in there in the loop of your pictures?
I don't remember what lovely lady you mentioned.
McEnany, Kaylee.
Oh, whatever. No, I don't.
Okay.
No, listen. That's your favorite person.
Listen, you want to know what? That woman is the biggest, hugest, see you next Tuesday type of a person.
Listen, but I think you miss. I'll tell you what. I'm not a fan, but I'll tell you why I don't agree with you. Okay.
Go ahead.
Because what she was hired for.
To be a ruling.
Hold on. What she was hired for, she hits the cover off the ball at her job. She basically has to be an unapologetic blind loyalist to a guy who really never doesn't answer a question, and she has to spin everything. And she goes out there, right, like a little Barbie doll every month or whatever.
Yeah.
And she toes the company line. And guess what? That's what she got hired for. She didn't go out there to be honest and truthful.
Listen. No. This is where I listen. I would like to I have so many mean things to say about this woman.
You love her.
Listen. I love a lot of things, Rich, but this is not one of them.
You love
her. Listen. When she went on today, okay, what she did was the most childish, obnoxious thing that she continues to do. And you want to know what? Listen, I don't care that Trump lost the election. You want to know what?
Wait, Trump lost? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hadn't heard.
Sorry. So, listen, I don't care that he lost the election. I don't care that Biden's in. I could care less about those two senior citizen moment, whatever, glorified, I want to be my own persona moment. Okay, people, you want to know what I don't want to see hired back? Or what I'm going to myself like, you want to know what? I'm glad he's out. Because you know what that means? I don't have to see her face talking anymore and going on the press. She did opens her books, answers a couple of questions, okay? Goes, yeah, it was a real sad thing what they did to the Gandhi statue. We wouldn't want to see that happen. And the fact that it did it twice, and the fact that he stood up for even what Americans want is freedom and hope and all those things. But let's turn a couple of pages of where the media got it wrong. And the media said that that Trump was like horrible, in which he wasn't. Haha. And then, well, let's go to another page here where the media said that there was Russian collusion, in which it wasn't. Once again, the press did it all wrong. And then let's go to another page because I conveniently have it in front of me because I'm really looking at blank pages because you know what? I'm going to star in Legally Blonde 3. But here's where the media went ahead and they said that the whole erection, the erection and the election, both of them together, were completely shallow of forthcoming. And here's another thing. Wait, one more thing. And then here's where the media just kept on lying and lying and lying. That's what that bitch does every time I have to go ahead and I watch her. She doesn't answer another question. She does her childish little thing going like, you know what? And I hate you. And I hate you. And you want to know what? Stick it up your ass. And then she runs out the door. Oh, my God. You want to choke a bitch because of that.
So what I heard from you here is that you're still attracted to her, though.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not going to beat off to her.
If you had your choice, it would be her, Sarah Huckabee, or Sean Spicer. What order are you taking them in?
Listen, I'm not saying if there was a porn video release, I wouldn't spank a good one to her, okay? But the fact that when she opens her mouth and does whatever she does up there, whatever she's hired to do, okay? Listen, if
she does her job,
I would no.
She's doing her job. She's doing her job.
Listen, if her job title was to be an unruly, unsavagingly evil bitch, and that was like her little placard on her desk, I would sit there and go like, okay, it's expected.
But she hasn't, Bose, she has an audience of one. She's not there for any other person other than Trump. And she hits the cover off the ball every time because she's a blind loyalist and that's what he likes. But anyway, I just wanted to basically say, is this election finally over? Because I know there's a conspiracy theories out there saying that on January 6th, they're going to do some crazy thing with the electorals and they're going to announce and it's going to be like a rogue thing. You know what? I say, screw it, is what I say. But enough. I'm sick of Trump. I hate to say it. Never in my life, and I'm older than you, we know that, we keep bringing it up. I am so sick. I don't want to hear about the president every fucking day. Enough. People who live and breathe for this guy, whether they hate him or love him, get a fucking life. Enough already. And if you think this guy is the most ethical, moral, religious beacon in the world, you're an idiot. And if you think he's the worst human on the planet, well, he probably isn't. Enough. He's in everybody's life too much. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Hopefully we don't see him again. I'd be happy with that. But we got more important things to talk about, Bose. For instance, we have a storm coming. Okay?
Is that what we have coming?
Bose, we have a storm coming, and I grew up with 3 sisters and old neighbors. So I spent my childhood shoveling. Okay?
Yes.
And this would be me at the end of a day of snow. Literally laying there like a dead body.
You sure that's not a picture of you when you were younger?
That is a picture of me. I'm behind the shovel. I was a scrawny kid. But I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not are you do you have a snowblower?
Oh, absolutely.
You do.
Oh yeah.
I vowed about 25 years ago to never own one. And we have one next door with Christine's parents. I'm not a believer in the snowblower. I will shovel until we don't get any kids anymore. No kids come around to shovel. Did you shovel as a kid?
Oh, absolutely.
And we made good coin doing it.
Well, except for like the old lady who sat there and go, "Here's your $5." I said it would be like 20 to do your thing. I'm shoveling.
$5 was good money when I was a kid.
Well, I'm sorry. Times changed when it hit like 89, 90. Okay?
The Depression, Bose. $5 during the Depression was good coin.
Yeah. Well, listen. That was probably great money back in 1960 something. But still, when we push up into the late 80s and the early 90s, it's like $20. Excuse me. Let's not go ahead and really.
And Bose, when I was a kid, I shoveled uphill both ways. I'm just letting you know.
Listen, I loved it, and this is like the classic Queen's old school way of saying this. Here, Here's a $5. I was like, I didn't know if I was like getting like some sort of like, like icy hot, like kind of cream and everything, which is where it was like, here's a $5. What the fuck's a $5? I was like, was that like German for like the number five? Here's a $5.
Do you even have? If you were to open your wallet right now, do you even have $5 in there?
Well, if you add all the singles, it'll be five.
So $5 is is good money. Here's the worst part. All right, I don't
Yeah.
look. I'm not a fan of winter because you know me. I'd rather be out there in the cold weather. We golf all year round when there's no snow on the ground. No matter how cold it is, if the course is open, we go. But snow's a deal breaker because they won't open. My problem with this storm is it's still fall. It's not winter till next week. This is bullshit.
Well,
I don't want fall snow. What happened to the leaves falling 50 degrees? You know, you do a little
well,
raking.
you do listen. For me, fall is September, October, November. Winter is
September's
December.
only 1 week of fall, though. It's summer for 3 weeks of September.
Well, that's true, but still, even then, it's December. Come on, we're a hair away from
It's
you
fall,
know.
okay? It's fall.
Is it?
It is. You want to say hi to anybody who's watching tonight?
Um, we got a whole bunch of people. I was sorry. I was doing what if everyone could wonderfully do, is share the show. I was sharing just before. Um, let's see here. We have Andrew Fredner. We have Anthony Grazade from Jalopy Talk.
Don't forget
We
to
have
vote for Limo Talk with Graz. Last day to vote. Best of Long Island.
we have Joan Krupe Asher. We have Danielle Asher. We had Taz in there for a moment. I don't know where she disappeared off to.
Taz, by the
Um,
way, Taz rocked that McRib picture.
yes, thank you, and I appreciate that torture that you guys put me through last week. Thank you so much.
We'll get to that
Uh,
later because I'm just glad you're still with us. But
ah, Kenneth she- Kenneth Shevland wanted to know what happened to that picture of Eric.
is he the is he the heir apparent for? Is there going to be a version 2 of Ashland with?
It'd be funny if they did like something where it was with Kenny and Danielle. That would be funny as hell. And then what did he say? I was like, oh, here we go. We should do. This is from Grazade, aka the guy that's behind me on the pickle truck. We should start doing shots every time Bosie says listen. Well, you should do it every time I say the word listen. Speaking of shots, that wonderful webpage, 8 o'clock shot, where it's nothing really but a bunch of like, I don't know.
You watch your mouth.
What?
You watch your mouth and don't you pick on that.
Well, I already did.
I know,
And
but
it's,
I'm starting to worry about you. What do you? Would you rather be on Grinder? What do you got against 8 o'clock shots?
well, listen, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad page when you're going ahead and like every other chick on there is like doing the cleavage shot,
Oh, oh,
self-promoting her boobs. I
stop
know.
talk. That's it. There's nothing left to be said. Enough. Enough. Let's get back to snow. I don't know why you pick it on cleavage.
Fine. And you want to talk about Parlor? I mean, like, that's another
No,
website.
no. I'd
Page.
rather talk about the
Okay.
snowfall. This is the perfect 2020 snowman behind me right here. This is what we're going to basically see out there.
Well, that's the COVID snowman.
He could be. Could be. The 2020 snowman is just going to be like, you know what? No frost.
Oh, I wish I had the picture to show everybody. My son, he drew a picture of he did like artwork, or, whatever artwork kids do, and he drew a snowman. And my son's snowman had
Oh, I
about
saw it. You posted it.
yes. I don't have it available for everyone here today, but his snowman had 8 buttons, Louis Vuitton shoes or whatever, a coat, a top hat, and also his snowman had vision insurance to get glasses. Back in my day, my snowman can only afford 3 buttons. Count them. Uno, dos, tres.
No glasses.
No glasses.
He squinted. He was
he
like
was
this.
he was
Yeah.
he was yeah he was a nearsighted a son of a bitch that would like just in the circles weren't perfectly round, but that's all it was. 3 buttons. Lucky if he had a hat and sticks for arms. No, mine's got full, appendages. He's
I
waving,
think we should.
hailing a cab.
I think this brings up a question about exactly how the Bozies are basically one percenters, and they got Louis Vuitton decor on their snowmen when people are out there struggling. It's good to know. Good to know, Bose, that that you're just raking it
Listen,
in while people are out there struggling.
yeah, listen, I'm raking it in while people at home are able to benefit. Okay, I'm the poor schlep that's got to go out every day.
Oh, here we go,
Yeah,
Mr.
I mean,
Essential
come on,
again.
yeah,
Wow, 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 wow.
and so. But yeah, no, it's been like I said. I'm just curious to find out like what this first real snow is going to have in store for us because you want to know what we really did. What did we have? We had a dusting last year for a snowstorm. I think that's all it was. A
Didn't we?
dusting.
And didn't we have that one early in the year also?
Yeah, it was nothing. It
But
was nothing to speak of.
Bose, are
Yeah.
you worried? Because let me tell you something. This, this right here, okay, it's about to
Yes.
snow. So if you don't run out
So
right now,
wait. So you're telling, so what you're doing by signifying that picture is you're telling us we're going to see like a hell of a lot more Big D potato videos? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't
With the,
know.
with the bread and milk?
It could
With the
happen.
bread and milk? Are,
It
you-
could
are you
happen.
really doing that? Listen, he has his own thing going. He's doing great. He's doing wonderful. He even has his own thing, coffee. Okay, he's doing great. We don't have to bring up bread and milk.
Well, I was bringing up bread and milk for the other people, but okay. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Go
I,
ahead.
I
Go ahead.
always laugh that. Well, first of all, I don't know who's still out there buying bread and milk because every time you look anywhere or hear anybody talking, they're all lactose intolerant. They're all got gluten problems, and they all are peanut allergies. So clearly, nobody's buying peanut butter bread and milk anymore. I don't know if there's still a rush on it at the store. Do you go through a lot of milk at home?
No,
What do you dip
because
your What do you dip your funny bones in?
um, nothing. I dip it in nothing because there are nothing
What do you
of
drink?
those in my house.
What do you drink with your McRib? Do you drink milk normally, or
Well, after last week, it was debatable to have cyanide, but still, you know, I'm here obviously because of my terrific immune system.
how was
Uh,
the next day at
horrible,
the
horrible. Let's never do that again.
on the Bozy bidet? Was it good?
Listen, never again. Okay, listen. I don't know. I don't mean to like gross out our viewers, but whenever like, I took a shower that evening.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure you did.
because such a smart ass. So I took a shower that evening, and did you ever like fart in the shower? Yeah, come on, you're
Sure.
of the age.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, you're of
Sure.
the age. So, um, I thought that's what I was gonna do.
Oh
I
no.
thought I was gonna fart in the shower,
Oh no.
and everything was gonna be. I was like, oh, this McRib. Oh, okay, I got to fart it out. And listen, squirts happened in the shower. It was weird. It was obnoxious. I had my first senior citizen moment that night at the Posey household shower. It was I was sitting there. I was waiting for a nurse to sit there and go, "Oh, he did it again. Can somebody get his diaper again?" No, he can come out of the shower by himself, but no, he needs the diaper again. And that's what it was. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm having how?" This terrifically proves that McDonald's, okay, is completely unhealthy and it's horrible for you, especially when you haven't had it in over easily 2 years. Okay, I have
Well,
not had any fast food in this statuette memorabilia of a body. Okay, not really, but still, nevertheless, has not touched my insides in like 2 years.
way
And
to
then you go,
ruin way to ruin our last show ever.
but like, here's a McRib, here's a funny bone. Wash it down with a Heineken,
Oh, for
and then
fuck's sake.
chew it
I mean,
off with
really?
watermelon gum.
I mean, so you've reached the age where a synthetic pork sandwich has created loss of bowel control?
It was bad. It was. I cried. I got into fetal position that evening, and I cried because that happened. Okay, it was like, show me on the McRib where he hurt you. Okay,
That's
and
like
it,
that's what every woman who's ever dated you has gone home and done. Every
pretty
single one of them.
much.
Wow, I can't believe that. Wow, I'm looking forward to the comments on Bozy soiling himself in his shower. So that should be fun. And by the way, the things Bozy does in his shower do not reflect the things that go on in the shower of everyone at no rhyme, no reason. It's exclusively that guy.
Oh, so yeah, so I have a cup. I found out my kids are lactose intolerant, and it's weird because I
So
have to
no
have
no no milk. Milk's
uh,
out.
yeah, pretty well, except for me. I can ingest milk because once again,
Can you
this
though?
Asher.
Because look at what happened to you.
Well, no, but look, the string cheese, it's made of milk, right? Okay. Asher was nice enough to go ahead and get me like 18 string cheeses from 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
And
seriously, how good of a co-host was she that night? She she was brave enough to sit between us, which is bold in itself.
yes,
Um, which now that
at no time did she yell out rape. It was
no,
weird.
but now that she knows what went down in your shower, I'm sure we'll never get her back on. She brought snacks for you, which is pretty impressive,
Yes,
right?
nobody ever brings me anything.
And she drank whatever beer we threw in front of her, which was good too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a good woman right there. So Bose, let's see, Greg D. Filippo, how you doing, bud? He just said that wow, it's gonna snow by you guys. I'm getting ready to go in the pool. It's nice to be in Florida. That's good. And let's see, Joan, how you doing, Joan?
Tony said,
Let's see, a
if you
blizzard
have,
since they canceled her Friday. Her Friday food delivery got canceled already. Come on, that's crazy. Andrew Frenda, his whole family's lactose intolerant. They can't even say cheese for a picture.
ha, ha.
Boom,
Oh
boom,
God,
boom.
really?
There you go.
Um,
That's sadly one of the best jokes on the show tonight.
ha.
But you know, so Bose, are you a fan of snow? Do you like snowstorms? I know you got to drive a lot, so I'm just curious.
That you see, this is what bothers me. Okay, the 19th, what I had planned, and I already spread it out to. I'm still going to do it no matter what.
Right.
Hopefully, there's no wind on the 19th, where I dress up like Santa and I, do my little spiel. But what's going to bother me is like now I have to go ahead. If the storm is as bad as it is, I got to dig out all of those. I got to dig out all
Oh,
of
you
those.
got to. Oh, because they won't inflate. You got to. Wow.
Yeah. I got my work. So this snowstorm is
Bose,
actually
this
going
is
to
a
be
good
adding work to
time.
me.
This is a good time for you to tell the kids that there is a $5 bill on top of each one of the inflatables. So if they go dig them up, they'll find it.
Yeah, and then when it doesn't happen, I have to come through. Yeah, no, because there'll be angry parents like, "Where's the fiver?
Are you eating a
Where's the
McRib?
fiver?"
Are you having a McRib?
Oh no, I'm eating bread.
Oh. And is there a pork patty between it, like a barbecue?
Abso-freaking-lutely
So,
not.
so that's it. You're a one and done. You're not going to have another one.
I'm done. Thank you.
One bad incident in the shower. You sound like a kid who went to Penn State.
Listen. Damn you. I almost choked on that. Listen, one bad incident in the shower. Okay, listen. I don't need to relive the crying game again because my body was violated by McDonald's. Okay?
I feel I can't believe you were like one put you over like that. I mean, it could before we trashed the McRib. Could it have been the funny bone, or maybe it was the gum?
Really,
honestly,
really?
dude, I thought we lost you on the gum more so. You actually suffered more with that gum than you did with the funny bones and the
Dude,
McRib.
I hate the I listen. I didn't know about what was going to happen with the McRib. I definitely knew what the taste of peanut butter is and chocolate. I like them both, just not together. But
I don't even get that.
definitely
Wow.
cannot stand, and I've tasted it before, is watermelon gum. And for me, the face I had on
You
that
were
night,
gagging. You were literally gagging
listen,
on that gum.
it pretty much looked like I was like ingesting a douche bottle. Okay, okay, no, it's not happening.
Okay. I mean, that's one way to go. Sure. So all right. So next food challenge will not be the McRib and the what do you like spicy food?
Oh no. We're not doing this. No, Rich. No, it's a big no. Listen, I'll tell you, no Indian food. Absolutely not. No real heavy, spicy Jamaican
Do
food.
you eat
Absolutely
seafood?
not. I eat seafood. I have
Do
no
you eat
problem with seafood.
sushi?
I don't eat raw fish.
Have you ever had
I don't
sushi?
eat. Where it's just where I go ahead and I take the rice out. Yeah, I'll eat the rice. I'm not eating the raw fish. I'm not. I'm good. I don't need it.
Good
No.
Lord, man. What's
Well,
wrong
listen.
with
How
you?
about this? No, listen. And I love how I think Greg mentioned earlier. No, I do love gingerbread. Like I every year I look forward. Like as soon as I get a chance this weekend, I am running to go get my Archway gingerbread cookies. By the way,
Andy, our
Archway is
buddy Andy Plajanos, by the way,
yes.
made, according to Andy, he's got a kick-ass recipe, and we love Andy. So hey, Andy, we miss you. Got to come on one day again. Andy made over 200 gingerbread man cookies.
I'll be right over.
Yeah, 200. He said
That's a lot.
he's got a kick-ass recipe, and his
Yeah.
wife loves gingerbread as well. And
Right.
I like gingerbread. Some people are really grossed out by gingerbread, uh, like
I
like
listen.
like offended, like it's the ruination of the season.
Listen, the fact that my son will eat everything and anything, he's my only person I have to worry about in the house. Everybody else is like, ew, no. I love them. Listen,
Did your
and
son eat the McRib?
yeah, and he
And
enjoyed it.
did he soil himself in the shower?
No, because he's got a cast iron stomach. Remember, he's youthful. He's not even double digits yet. His body is still going like, yeah, more garbage for the garbage can, okay? My body's going like, hey, slow down, fucker.
Wow.
Okay, we can't do that anymore. You got
I
to cut
actually
back on
made
your.
myself a little bit McRib hungry having this conversation.
Oh
So I'm
God,
gonna have to
you're gonna
change. Gonna
you're
have to
running to
change.
McDonald's after this.
Bose, I know this is a favorite of yours. Maybe not this, but the topic is a favorite of yours because
Oh,
you're a holiday guy.
okay, go ahead.
So,
Love the movie.
okay.
Love the movie.
Now, I've been seeing a lot of things on social media about how trash this movie is. And yeah, I
Blasphemer.
don't know. I don't get it. To me, it's a tradition, right? I mean, the leg lamp alone, and the fragile, and the and this licking the pole thing, which doesn't mean what it meant when you were a kid. I know you went a different.
Ha ha
You
ha.
did a little
Well,
different.
look, if you think about it, is that really how COVID started? Licking the pill?
Well, if you had to list your three favorite Christmas movies or shows, what would they be?
Okay. Um, for me, number one, that has to be watched every single year. March of the Wooden Soldiers. Okay.
Laurel and Hardy, March of the Wooden
With
Soldiers.
yes, with Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. Yes. March of the Wooden Soldiers, number one thing that must be
And
watched.
how tacky is that one? Oh,
You know what? It's stupid, but every now and again I get a chuckle on something that I might like just I don't know, incoherently catch.
yep.
Okay, number two is this movie right here.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story, absolutely. That's number two on my list.
And now
Uh,
they still I do get a kick out of this show because I think they still do it, right? That either TNT or TBS loops it for like a whole
yes,
weekend
the
or
whole
some
yeah,
shit.
yep. No, it's like it's not. It's all day. Like on Christmas Day, that's all that's playing is a Christmas Story.
Right.
That's it. I love the movie. I love it. For some reason, I don't know when it was made. For some reason, I feel like it was made in early '80s. And
This
you know, like
movie?
I said, yeah, this movie here. Uh,
It was made in.
go ahead, look it up.
I'll check it out.
I
We have a
felt
crack no rhyme no reason team here.
I felt this movie was very very relatable to my childhood at certain points. Even getting dressed up
It was
to the point
released
of,
November of '83.
look at me go once again.
Right.
As far as even going ahead and getting dressed up like the kid, and he's like all stuck and he's waddling. You know, I mean, it was so relatable. My number three movie, and this is where I've had a conversation with Miss Asher before, and she can't stand this movie.
Don't tell
The
me
movie,
Die Hard.
well, no. Even though that's everyone else's cult classic go-to movie for a Christmas movie. No, my other, my third movie would be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, it's funny though. I mean, the scene
but
with the lights alone is worth the movie. You know, it's
really. How can it not be my favorite movie? How
Yeah.
can it not be?
You're a
Okay,
little. a little weak on the up top lights. I'm just saying, but
Well, we know the reason for that because my
yeah,
vagina grows even larger when it comes closer to like a step stool.
yeah.
So
So I don't know my top three. I don't know what order they'd be in, but I always have to watch Rudolph because the land of misfit toys and that whole crew. I always love the Charlie in the Box and the
Charlie in the box.
and
Whoever thought they wanted a Charlie in the box?
the kid who wants to be a dentist.
Oh, the elf.
Herbie,
I don't
Hermie,
want to,
was it
Hermie.
Herbie or Hermie?
I don't want to build
Yeah,
toys. I want to be a dentist.
right. When I was young and had my actual hair that was not this color and longer. Yeah, yeah. I had the whole.
Did
I,
it
I
flip?
I look like the kid who wanted to be a dentist. What else? I like this movie. I always get a kick out of because the part in the Chinese restaurant always makes me laugh. I mean, just
Yes.
cracks me up. The part with the when the poor kid has to put on those fucking pajamas or that rabbit outfit his grandmother made. It's just
I love
is horrible. I love that. And then I think the third one I like for the Christmas one, I always my go-to. I don't care. I consider it a Christmas movie anyway. Is Home Alone. Home
yeah,
Alone. Home Alone's a Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone says. More of a
yeah.
Christmas movie probably than Die Hard. Okay, but
Yes.
I always get a kick out of Home Alone because you know it's funny. You filthy animal. Just a great movie, and they throw in the Christmas tree at the end. It's all good. Oh, spoiler alert! They throw they throw in the Christmas tree at the end.
Listen, I would love, I don't know if this question's ever been asked or if it's ever been answered,
Okay.
but really, what does Kevin McAllister's father do for a living? The fact that he was able to own that huge, gigantic house and go ahead and like, hey, plane tickets for everybody.
He clearly had a crystal meth lab in a basement or something.
That's what I was thinking because it was
Yeah.
always, remember how it was like just dark down there and all you saw was the scene of the stairs and that was it. You didn't get to see the rest of the basement. So I'm thinking so. Really weird.
You feel like there's something going wrong at the McAllister
McAllister house? Yes, absolutely. Because
It's
there's
true
no
though. They
way.
had even so the kids all had their own room.
Yeah.
The place was gigantic. Nice house. I think it was just sold a few years ago. The actual house they used for the movie. I saw something on. It was in Illinois, right? Somewhere in Illinois, Chicago
Yes.
or Illinois. Yeah, big house. You're right. He was definitely into something crooked and shady.
I always got a kick out of it. I don't want to sleep with Fuller. Fuller wets the bed, and you see him like with the Pepsi.
And then,
That little
yeah,
nerdy
the next
kid.
scene, the kid's on the king size bed, spread out like this, and everybody
Yeah.
else is all piled up. Yep.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
it was
it's like nobody's gonna go near you after a McRib. So
no, absolutely not. I listen. All my chances of even getting uh, anything from even from the $2 hooker in the Bronx is now null and void because of my poop story. So
well, not a deal breaker for them, I don't think.
well, unless it's the two girls, one cup.
I mean, probably the rusty trombone's out, but
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
but,
No foreseeable tunes coming out of that area.
so Bose, you on the 19th you do Santa?
Yes, I go ahead. I dress up as Santa.
Is that why you're bulking up now with the bread?
Yeah, well, hey, listen, I can't afford really to. I might as well kill two birds with one stone. Instead of buying the padding, I'll eat right here. I'll eat, and then at the same time, I compensate for for the girth that's lost in all areas.
Now, do you now I've been to Kazabozi, so where does Santa set up?
Okay, so there is a section on my neighbor's lawn
Figured
that I go
that.
ahead. I have a white chair, and I'm gonna have two things. But usually, what Santa does is he walks around because usually people pass by because it's cold usually that day, or there's about 18 inches of snow considering the way everything's going now. And I walk up to the cars, and I'll just like say hello, with the
So you panhandle. It sounds like.
yeah, but I don't look to get cash. That's the whole thing.
And you get
You know.
anybody ever hand you a fiver?
One person did want to hand me a five. Like, are you doing any special donations? And I was like, and every year it's like, oh well, I was gonna do something, but I never remember to set up for a donation thing.
Tell them to help you pay your electric bill.
It really ain't that bad. I mean, like with all you see all that stuff back there, and yeah, the electric bill usually is about like I don't know, maybe 100 or something or whatever it is. I don't. I mean, they're not on 24/7. You know.
Oh, we got Bose. We got an answer to your question. Gina Kenjemi, how are you? She says Peter McAllister made his cash as a highly successful day trader in the city, and his wife supposedly works in fashion. What I heard there was crystal meth lab.
May I ask, where was that in the credits, Gina? Okay, where did we get the backstory of that? Where did that get shared with the audience? Okay,
Greg,
listen, untrue unless they film it.
Greg D. Filippo's favorite Christmas movie is Santa's Slutty Slaves. I'm not sure that's a Hallmark channel.
Oh God!
But you can catch Greg on Limo Talk with Gross.
Yes, and he'll talk more about Santa's.
This is what happens,
slave.
basically.
Oh my God! Everything is a Pornhub reference with that man. Jesus Christmas. So, anyways.
So, Bose, are you? Let me ask you the $1 million question, because you have a younger child, if you will.
Yes.
How's your Christmas shopping go?
I wouldn't know. I don't do any of it. I don't do any of it.
Well, don't you have to buy gifts for you? Know, do you buy gifts for people? Like, do you buy something for your wife? Do you buy something directly for anybody?
No, Santa brings the gifts.
Oh.
Santa brings the gifts.
I see what you did.
Listen, considering that I'm usually the only one with the income in the house, and then when I get a gift under the tree, it's like, oh, goody. What did I get myself? What did I get myself this year? Because I was like, where did you get money? Unless you're hooking, I don't know. But still, I was like,
why are you judging?
Well, because of the $2 one that I mentioned in the Bronx. But anyways, getting back to it, I don't do any of the shopping for the kids whatsoever. That's all her. She does it for the kids. Listen, if anything, as much as I participate, is all of that to bring a smile to their face. And then I sign the card. That's it. Love, Daddy. That's it.
All
That's
right.
as much involvement as I get into and like I said, you know what what do I get her? I get her a card and a scratch off. That's it. Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Okay? Listen, when you get the title of domestic engineer and you could sit inside that, if you could sit inside that house all day and Merry Christmas throughout the whole year. Okay? I'm done. No, I'm sorry. I might sound like a selfish prick at this point. Probably a whole bunch of women across the world are going like, he doesn't get his wife any. I don't make that much. I'm not having McAllister money. I'm not a day trader.
I love the fact that you said women across the world as if we have an audience outside of like Holbrook.
Hey, listen, you never know.
Yeah. So it's good that you've shed your Neanderthal caveman ways and you've entered the 14th century maybe where
I do
equality and stuff.
I do listen, just so I don't look like I'm a cheap, cruel son of a bitch.
Too late.
I do get calm down. I do get close friends presents. Like, for instance, I had to get you something, fucker.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you a little something. It wasn't much, but it screamed out rich. Like, as soon as I saw it, it was like, this is rich, okay?
Did you buy it before or after the shower?
After the shower. It was after the shower. In fact, it was just this past weekend. It popped out, and it was it just screamed out to me. I was like, you got to get this for Rich.
Sounds like a deal.
And then yes, when I listen, here's the sad part, real quick. I asked my older child. It's like, you want to know what? Get me, and this is where I'm getting like, I can tell I'm getting old. Get me socks and underwear. I'll be happy. I'm not getting you socks and underwear. I just want socks and underwear. That's all I want, because I already ruined the first pair of underwear from the shower.
Everybody likes socks and underwear. Who doesn't like getting socks and underwear?
I don't know. And then my other good listen, and then of course my other good friend that I got, Mr. Walker, I got him and his younger one something as well. So I make sure
Did he get? Is he going to get paroled for the holidays this year?
Listen, we weren't supposed to just discuss that gift on the air, Rich. That's kind of messed up.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Yes, yes.
So Bose. So
Yes.
all right. So just to recap, the
Yes.
vaccine's out. You will only take it if you are going to be required.
Yes.
We're in agreement that De Blasio's a douche.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts on homeschooling and teachers are, pretty neutral. I that's okay. Your milk and bread.
R.I.P. Miss Linsky. Okay,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. You want that woman dead? And how old is she now? Who knows? But
100 million. Okay,
that's all. You do no shopping at all for the holidays, basically, and you panhandle when cars come down your block wearing a Santa Claus outfit.
Weird, huh? And this time I'll make sure that the bottom half is zipped up this year.
Now, I don't want to give you the spoiler alert to your gift, but will you use the McDonald's gift certificates for McRib, or are you just going to get something different?
I will pass on those savings on to my son who loves McDonald's.
Nice.
Real quick, oddly enough, he's been asking for like a breakfast baconator. What is that? Is that Wendy's or is that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's been asking that religiously every morning.
I like this kid more and more.
Dude, he's got. Listen, every time something happens, I swear I got to go on a Maury show and figure out, like, hey, am I really the father?
I mean, is he? I mean, it's good that he'll be in 5th grade with the cholesterol of a 70-year-old guy who works in a steakhouse, but that's okay.
True.
Yeah,
That's true.
nothing wrong
Very
with that.
true. Hey, quick question. Are we on next week?
Good question.
Huh?
Why wouldn't we be?
Oh, well, that's right. Christmas isn't until later on. Then.
But in fairness, we take it a week at a time, and I mean, somehow every week they let us still go on the air. I'm not sure why.
I'm befuddled.
But I mean, until they tell us otherwise, we'll just keep doing it.
I guess we'll be on that next week.
Next week, Bosie's going to. I think you should do. We should do a remote show. Maybe from somewhere up high. Because I know how you like heights. Maybe you could put your Santa Claus outfit on.
It's all pending. You have to let me know the location. I'm not gonna have a Greg T moment where this all goes bad. Okay.
Well, can you at least dress as Santa?
Okay, fine. We'll bargain with the Santa outfit.
Now, what do we? Today's what's today? Day 5 of Hanukkah.
I would believe so. Any of our kosher friends?
Well, happy Hanukkah, people! Still, for those of you that celebrate.
It's definitely still Hanukkah. Hanukkah lasts for like 18 days or something. They take all the greed out of the holiday. But yes, happy Hanukkah.
8 days.
Oh, it's 8 days. That's right, because the candles. It's 8 candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 8, but don't pick on Hanukkah. I mean, think about it. They do it right. 8 days, which is the equivalent of how many days Carla celebrates her birthday, I think, in a row.
That's true. That's very true.
She goes 8 days there.
Yes.
So,
absolutely.
It's all good. But again, don't forget, Fridays at 9, Tuesdays at 9. You can catch Mike, Tim, and Carla on Domestic Disturbance on Tuesday nights. And on Friday nights now, Films on Tap. You got Carla and Tim and Kevin and I can't think of the other guy's name. I apologize.
I'm going to have to write them down.
But great show, really funny, very well done, and really cool stuff about movies and shows. And they're a good group. It's really fun. And don't forget, look, you could still vote today. Vote today for GubsRadio.com, best Long Island radio station. Also, you could vote for Sally O'Neill, Tony Walker as, for what? 4 hours left to vote. You could vote for Sally O'Neill and Tony Walker as best Long Island personality. You can also vote for best podcast show, Limo Talk with Graz.
JalopiTalk.com.
Joe's Acoustic Mondays Jam, I think, is in there as well.
Yes.
And Best
Gov's
comedian in
Radio.
Long Island, our friends Nigel Fullerton, and also our
Rich
really
Walker.
good buddy, the one and only Mr. Rich Walker. You could also vote for him. So get your votes in. We don't
Vote
need the
for
same
Govs.
people and the
Vote for
dead people.
Govs.
Vote what?
Vote for Govs. Govs Radio.
Yeah, Gov's Radio. I said best
Yes.
radio station.
Oh, okay.
Gov's
okay.
Radio. We want to put it over the top. I mean, like I said, don't judge Gov's Radio by this show. There's some talent out there, folks.
We're a lot. Listen, we are a step underneath the Shark. I think so.
The Shark? Yeah.
I'm not going to mention the radio, the station. No, I'll mention their name, but not the station. I mean, come on. I'm not that dumb.
So, Bose, we're up against our time. I mean, they won't throw us off. We have a couple extra minutes. Anything on your mind? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you feel needs to be discussed? We got into a lot of meaningless topics. I mean, notice how much more organized we were when we had the lovely Danielle Asher with us. We were way more structured.
Yes, well, because you had the third, you had a woman.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the we try to put on our A game and try to impress.
We don't have an A game.
We don't have an A game.
We do not have an A game. We have, on a good day, we have a C plus. One time we hit B minus.
Okay.
One time, but yeah, we're a strong C game. I feel. I
Okay.
think.
Well, right about now I feel like a C cup, but let's not get into that.
Yeah.
You want to know what? Listen, I don't want to. Listen, I just want to say if that please do the voting because it needs to be done. Because I'm getting tired of seeing dead people on the ticket. I'm getting tired of people that live in New Jersey win the ticket. Okay. I believe that Govs should be recognized, so this way we get on the map. Even recognize Jalopy Talk because they're a great group of guys. And hey, listen, you got best personalities in there. You got great You got so many great things. Do the right thing and vote there.
How did I don't understand how any Long Island best of competition about comedian excludes Jeff Bosey. Who's picking these people? How are they? How is a guy like I don't know, like Brewer, Jim Brewer? How is Jim Brewer being put in a list without Jeff Bosey on it?
Well, the whole thing is that's the whole thing. He should be taken out because he lives in New Jersey. He doesn't live in Long Island.
But he's a comedy legend on Long Island. But how is he not? How is Jeff Bosey not on that list?
Because what had happened was there was an accidental circumstance that happened on a show called Pasusu.
Oh, I heard. Wait, that's the show you won.
No.
So you lost in the finals?
No.
You were dominant in the semi. No.
I listen. I was happy enough that they opened the door and they let me in the building that day.
Yeah,
that's how bad.
Which we'll talk to our buddy Don Sill and Benny about why they even let you in the door.
Exactly, and hopefully, January 2022, we will be back in the station.
2022.
By
the way, Gov's new station is looking good. I'm telling you, we're close. We're close to getting in there. And, one day, 13, 14 months from now, like Bosey said, we're in there. We're in there. I'm going to, you know what, Bose? I think we should have my 60th birthday party as our first night in there.
Well, yeah, that's only 4 years away.
That gives us about 38 months.
Oh, okay. All right.
And,
I agree.
38 months and 9 days. Let's go with it.
Okay. All right. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down if you're down.
I'm down, man. So Bose, always a treat.
Listen, thank you everybody for tuning in, listening, bothering. We love you all. We truly do. If you, for some reason, if you're not here with us next week because you're all flustered with the holidays or you're still shoveling out your front lawn, listen, happy holidays to all you guys. And we love you. And of course, thank you for that one, Rich. We love you, but do us a favor also, if you could, hit the like button. You want what I'm going to do for all of you for the end of the show? Look, see this right here? Look, see the little button right here? See the little.
You want to give Jeff Bosey a Christmas present? Hit the share button. Hit the share button and make Jeff Bosey feel like somebody important.
Look, hit the hearts, hit the likes, Hit them all. I don't care. Just do it. Just do it. I don't care if you do it to be obnoxious. Just do it all the time. I don't care. You want to hit an angry face, a crying face because you heard about me like pooping on myself? Do that. I don't care. Just hit it all the time. I want to know what your reaction is. That's what I want to see. Look, I can't even find the button. I'm going crazy. Look at this. I don't even know what button I'm hitting. Okay, guys? Hit the share, hit the likes, hit them all. Okay? I love you, but do it. Okay? I'm not asking for much. Okay? That's all I want for Christmas. That's all. Thank you.
That's all we got for tonight, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. We love you guys. 2020 is almost over, but we still got another week or two of fun. Appreciate everybody watching, listening, commenting. Some of the comments aren't that offensive. Some are. I don't feel my mom did anything wrong, and I think some of those comments should be deleted. But hey, I'm not judging anybody. But we'll see you guys next week. Feel free, tell a friend, hit the share. We love you guys. Have a great week. Bye, Bose.
Later, Rich.